you force somebody who doesn't love the other to go into marriage, you can see that it can also cause certain problems tomorrow, and then they will be very detrimental to the society. So generally speaking, marriage should be a consensual relationship. If you see your girl, call her and ask her whether you like the boy or you like him, things like that. But don't force her, because forcing definitely can bring a lot of detriment to the society, and it is not very much condoned by Islam in a general sense.
Doctor, what you mentioned about a father forcing her child to get married, I've seen a story that this girl child was in school. She was actually doing Arabic, and then someone just came to the house, asked her a hand of marriage, and the father just said yes, without asking the girl if she wants to or not. So she went to the family members and informed all of them that the girl was gonna get married by this day. The girl actually had it outside from her friends, and she came and told her dad that I don't want to get married, I want to go to school. From that, the girl actually ran away. At the day of the ceremony, she went and picked the girl up and told her that if you don't get married by force, you just pack your stuff and get out with your mom, because the mom too didn't want the marriage actually. So she actually beat her up. Until now the girl has to just get married and leave the education.
I think that was a wrong attitude from the father. Originally, I don't know what is the facts about this case, because normally every case has facts surrounding it. If what I perceive to be the general facts of this case is the girl was going to school, and the girl definitely insisting on going to school without having any other business than the boy, or the father was very, very wrong. You see, when Islam gives father that guardianship power, guardianship is not just an absolute power to disregard the sentiment of the girl. Guardianship is a power given to you because normally the girl who sometimes chooses otherwise doesn't know the complexities of marriage. And that is why you as a parent are asked to guard the interests of the child in a marriage when she is going wrong. But if you as a parent now are choosing her the wrong way, and that is just to use your power, or maybe to use some customary and traditional forces, then that is very, very much wrong Islamically. Because you should have informed her that this boy is coming and he wants to marry you, and you ask her for her opinion and ask her for her choice, because she is an independent personality and she is the one who is going to get married to this boy. So I think it was a wrong attitude that we should not condone. If the facts of this case are as I think they are, a girl who is saying definitely, Dad, I want to go to school, you say no, you are not going to school, that was very wrong. Why? Because going to school is a fard ayn, or is what we call an obligation, individual obligation, according to the hadith that I quoted. But going to get married is not an individual obligation, because marriage is regulated by 5 rulings of Islam. Marriage is sometimes obligatory, is sometimes prohibited, is sometimes recommendable, is sometimes impermissible, and is sometimes lawful. But education under those circumstances is obligatory. So when you are now eliminating what is obligatory for what is not obligatory as a father, then you are making a big mistake. You can allow the girl to finish her education and make her choice, then she will be, even if she's going to be a housewife, you know, having a PhD and resting a housewife is not bad. Having an education, because that's the education that you use to educate your child.
As but the Englishman always says,
yes,
educating one woman
is educating the whole society. Yes. So I think Islamically, if the facts of that case is as I generally understand it, then I think the attitude of the father
the mom was related, like if the girl doesn't get married, she was going to divorce the mom.
No, that was too much. That was too much. Sometimes they are guided by some customary and traditional indoctrinations. That should not be the case. I think they should always ask what is the point of view of Islam in any decision. So to take the education as a priority to marriage in many cases is something that Islam condones. Definitely that attitude is not something that Islam accepts.
Okay, Doctor, what are the qualities for a girl child to look if she's getting married?
I think You see, as far as Islam is
in the man.
Yes, as far as Islam is concerned, Islam is proposing religion. Islam says that tunkahul mar'ati arba'a, that girls or women are married for 3 reasons or for 4 reasons: for their beauty, for their knowledge, you know, for their money. You see, but he says choose the one with religion. Taribat yadak. Choose the one with religion. This address is being addressed to men, particularly because men are the ones who would go and seek and fish out a woman. But then the address is also generally going to women, meaning a woman also should look in in her suitor, or the one who comes to marry her, also the frankness and the sincerity and his religiosity. If you choose for handsomeness, after 3 years you discover that your husband is not handsome anymore. If you choose a girl for beauty, after 3 years you will discover that the wrinkles are coming out, and then you start slapping from every side of her. If you choose also for money, when the money evaporates, then you have a problem. If you choose for noble lineage, if it is not religion, is something else. So the focus is in religion. But specifically, every girl, apart from that, can have their combinations. You may want to look for somebody who has a higher degree, like I'm looking for a PhD holder. Somebody will say, I'm looking for a master's degree. Somebody will say, no, in fact, I'm looking for a businessman. Somebody who's like, I'm looking for a tall guy, slim, things like that. So each one of them, each one of us has our own combination as far as marriage is concerned. But the quality that we have to look at originally is what we call religion, because he said, when you marry for religion, either ahabbaka, if the man loves you, he will dignify you and he will definitely make sure that you have a good life. If he doesn't love you, or if the laws evaporate, he will respect you based on what Islam tells. So I think the basic quality for what a girl should look is what we call religiosity and the piety of the man. And apart from that, now you have your own combinations, like the fair in complexion, the tall guy, the short guy, the one with the beautiful car, all these things. But other things are cosmetic. Apart from this quality, all the things are cosmetic because they are accidental, because at any time they can evaporate and you become, the marriage become problematic. So, but every girl, I think, has their own combination.
Yes, because a lot of girls be like, "Duma saya ko amud halis," or "Duma saya ko hamne rafetud," and all that.
That is dangerous, because somebody says, I'm not going to marry a poor, because poverty and richness are accidental. You can choose a tycoon in 2011, and then it become a destitute in 2013. You can choose a destitute in 2011, and then it becomes a tycoon in 2013. But choose somebody with a prospect, somebody who respects you, somebody who is serious about marriage. You know, Zara, many people, they just joke with marriage. They think that marriage is just like you know, a toothpaste. You take it out, you marry somebody. No, marriage is sacred. And when you go to get married, take it as very serious. If you see a man like that, who take marriage very serious, then you definitely go to. Sometimes some girls came to my office asking me the same question. Okay, this boy came and he is offering to marry me. He says he loves me. I said, okay, go and tell him to tell your parents. If he now is able to tell your parents, you can see the seriousness in him. But if you say, no, sorry, I cannot tell him, then you know that he is not serious, he just wants to play with you. Then if you choose for money, many people also are choosing for those girls who choose for money. Then they play with you and let you down the hill. Yes.
Okay, doctor, we're just gonna relate in like tribalism, because our ancestors before, sin mami nyekainan, okay, pull do say a tiga, or pull do say a givel, and all that, or pull ak so doing say, you know, we want to know in the religious point of view, what does Islam says about that?
You see, sometimes we develop ourselves some attitudinal and problematic tendencies that we have developed ourselves. For Islam, there are categories that are prohibited, that are forbidden. If you read the Quran, when you read Islam, there are about 17 categories of people that have been forbidden for me to marry or you to marry. You know, like your mother, you know, there's a blood relationship. And also an already married man, an already married woman, for example, or somebody marrying your sister, you cannot marry him at the same time. But